Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Field. Just a brief introduction here before Craig shows his video of the changes we made in his room. You can see his project. We did a project a couple years ago with him. It's number 13 on the project page. It's called Music Environment. So watch that. Maybe Brian will include it in this project page. I don't know, but you can go to the website projects, number 13, Music Environment, and watch what we did first. So what do we do in this new edition? We added absorption and diffusion because he changed the usage, 2-channel theater, retractable screen. So before it was just theater, so I believe. So, we added diffusion to the front wall and filled in some spots on the rear wall on the door with diffusion. And you can see that in the video. But I wanted to bring out a few things that Craig had said and go over them here because he went from 1,000 watts to 5,000. That's a pretty big increase in power. I mean, 1,000 is a great start. 5,000? Wow. Okay. And then we had 210s, low frequency drivers to start with. And now we got 612s plus the 210s. Huge low frequency surface increase, right? With our technology, when you hear more, you want more. And this happens all the time. Clients that spend 10K or more on their rooms, they get enough. The reason I picked 10K is you get enough surface area coverage that you hear what the technology does. And after you spend time in the room and you listen to that, you say to yourself, well, the room would really sound good if that same situation occurred on this wall, and that wall. And then you add in phases. People do it all the time. I would say probably 50% of our business is repeat and 50% is new customers. So once you get the technology in the room, you hear how powerful it is. And a lot of times people don't have budget to treat the whole room, which is what we promote all the time, of course, because in acoustics, you start treating surface areas and leave others untreated. Those untreated surface areas produce phase and are really audible and can have increased amplitudes of issues. So you have to be careful. You end up shooting yourself in the foot. But we'll help you with the staging. We do it all the time. So he got a new reference when he put our carbon technology in, because we did the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. So he heard more of the low end. So he heard more. He got a new low frequency reference. Happens all the time. And this is a great example of it. So he has a new low frequency reference. So what does he do? He wants more because he hears more. Everybody's different. A lot of people would have been happy here, but he's happy here. So the technology allows you to put that kind of pressure in a really small room. I think the dimensions are 13, 14 wide, 9 tall, 18 long. I mean, it's not big. It's not big at all, but it's handling 5,000 watts of energy with that many drivers. And I know Craig, he's a critical listener. And look at his gear. I mean, that's critical listening personified. I mean, really high-end stuff. Probably the highest end you can buy in terms of speaker quality and amplifier quality. So this is a good situation. Well, I wanted to introduce this video, and then Craig's going to, little correction here. Low frequency energy is not diffused. Craig talks about that. No, that's a common misconception. Quadratic is the only true diffuser, and they start around 200 hertz. We've built them down to 100, but you're still not getting into the low frequency. Low frequency energy is absorbed because it's pressure-based. So just a slight correction there. So watch Music Environment Part 1, project page number 13, and then watch the follow-up that we did to the front and some small areas on the rear. Hope this helps. Thank you.
Oh, welcome back. As you can see, this is an update. If you look on the back wall here from our last video, we've added diffusers in the front wall here. You see Dennis custom made them so they fit within that space. And then the other additions are, you'll see on the door here. The reason for that, as you also see, is we got all this new equipment here. And what used to be 1,000 watts of power driving the speakers are now 5,000 watts driving the speakers. I used to only have two 10-inch woofers. Now I have two 10-inch woofers plus six 12-inch woofers. And that was going to create a lot of bass energy that's going to really hit the walls of the room and bounce around and cancel out signals and cause distortions. So Dennis reanalyzed the room and came up with some ideas of what would help absorb or diffuse that bass energy. And so what you see behind me is in the front center of the wall, you see what used to be a screen there is now diffusers. These are QDA 23s. And what they do is they're a little deeper, and they actually take 1 octave lower bass energy and diffuse it so it doesn't build in that node. And that's one of the areas that bass energy typically builds up in the center. Now I have a lot more energy and a lot more force of the sound, whether it be in music or now when I've dropped down the screen, I can do that for movies as well. And that also enhances, again, all those qualities of traveling sound as it comes over you, but you get much more power and energy from it without distortion. We can also take it up and then listen to music and have the full benefit of the diffusion, not interfering with any of the signals, and allowing you to have that greater clarity and that detail so that you can enjoy the music and just feel that presence and the realism that you want to have. And with everything working together, you get details all over the room, and you can hear things passing by you or around you. The vocals are clear, coming from wherever they're coming from, as well as the instrumentation. So I wanted that power and that bass to lift all the other frequencies as a foundation, but I didn't want it to distort and overemphasize or reduce the frequencies. So that's what was achieved here. And so when we got everything in, it was very noticeable, the difference that when you play bass, whether it be a drum or a bass violin or just a heavy bass, you'll feel that energy and the force of that energy, but it won't be resounding and you won't feel the compression on your ears. And so that's my update from the last one. And again, Dennis analyzed the room to figure that out. He custom designed the pieces to fit where they need to be. And it's all worked out well.